Black Lightning, oh yeah! NERDSoul. Late LK at one, y'all still holding it down, bringing you that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, we about to get into another wonderful episode of On Screen, which is TV, movies, live action, and we gonna just get into it. San Diego Comic-Con gave us a lot of news, and gave us a lot of news on a particular character coming to CW's DC lineup, which is Black Lightning. And we're going to start off with how they characterize Jefferson Pierce, who is supposed to be like the epitome of an upstanding citizen, you know, kind of blue collar guy, you know, loves his kids, loves his family, loves his wife, and just really wants to give back to the community. It's great to see that they're writing him like this. Like he's just a guy that wants to be good, you know, nothing particularly, I guess, happened to him. Like, you know how usually, you know, a hero is kind of on this revenge quest. In this case, they're characterizing him as someone who just wants to do good, you know, just wants to see better in his community, wants to see a safer community. And I love how Salim Akil speaks to an authentic look at a kind of Black voices, Black family, Black culture, something that is well-rounded, something that is not just one-dimensional, people that are fully fleshed out characters. They even say that this could be kind of like the Obamas of the superhero world. So of metas, they're like the Obamas. They're like, they're cool, they're happy, they're not really trying to, I guess, hurt anyone. They're just like living their lives, kind of like working to make their community better. And that's really cool because you have something that's going to be very family focused, very character focused, and something that's going to show how a family can affect the community. And that's something that's real important to me because, as we said before in my older videos, that it's been a while since we've seen a Black family show on network that was just, you know, I mean, there are Black family shows. I know there's Blackish, we've covered Blackish, but the amount of Black family shows has dwindled greatly since like the 90s. Back in the 90s, we had tons of Black family shows. So it's good to see this focus through the lens of heroism and see how this plays out. Now, even though the, I guess you could say, trailer showed it in small parts, we find that, yeah, we're gonna get Thunder and Lightning. See, his daughters also have the meta gene. They're also powerful. They also have their own abilities, and it's going to show how they either choose power or choose not to use their powers, how they affect their family, how they affect the people around them, and how they take on their view of heroism in their community. Because, you know, you have Thunder, who can kind of like sort of make herself, her density, you know what I'm saying? She can like make herself like stronger or, I guess, lighter. And then you have Lightning, who, of course, well, the name is Lightning. I guess I really don't have to explain that. And something else that doesn't have to be explained is that since they have their powers, you know they're going to have their own suits. That's right. It's already been put out there in an article that they're also going to have their suits. Now, we have gone down that road with the Black Lightning suit, and I know that the suit isn't the greatest. But I still think that this is going to be like the first suit that we see him in, and by the end of the season, he'll have a newer suit because it's very bright. But bright or not, I'm loving how they're really focusing on the family, how they're celebrating family, how they're celebrating the Black family, and how to kind of focus that to figure out whether with such a tight-knit family, should we still be heroes? How can we be heroes? And how do we focus this to better our community? And it's that focus on Black family and Black culture in a very well-rounded way that has me extremely excited for this, man. You should be too. Like if you're looking for something that's like, imagine, you know, like Family Matters or like Roseanne, but with heroes. You know, these are like blue collar people that just, you know, they're just living their daily lives, but they want to make a difference. They want to make an impact on their community in a positive way. But, you know, that's not the only news we got. We also got some cast additions. We got James Remar, Probably most of you know him as the dad from Dexter. I guess in Dexter, he's already passed by the time we meet Dexter, but he's in a whole bunch of like old flashback scenes where he's teaching Dexter how to be, well, he's probably not going to teach anybody to do that stuff in this show. But anyway, like, it's good to see him because I think he's a great character actor, and it's always good to get those role players. Just like, you know, if I were to tie this to sports, you know, everybody loves Jordan, everybody loves Kobe, everybody loves LeBron, everybody loves, you know, like the stars. But without those role players, without, you know, James Remar is the equivalent of someone who can give you a solid like 15 rebounds or so, but might not score 30 points. But he, you know, he gets some rebounds, a couple blocks, and he's very beneficial to the squad. And another person is, of course, Damon Gupton. If you recognize his face, you know that he's been on shows everywhere. But this guy is also another great role player. In this case, instead of James Remar's character, who's going to be kind of like an old friend to Jefferson Pierce, this guy is going to be like the highest head detective type cat who's going to end up kind of helping Black Lightning, even though I know as a cop, he's probably going to be at odds with him on some stuff too. And some of those odds and evens come into play with Jefferson Pierce himself, where he's trying to learn how to balance his life and his powers. You know, when we come into the show, it shows from the trailer that he gave up the hero mantle a while back because, of course, you know, when it comes to being a hero, sometimes you get hurt, and you get hurt really bad. And he's trying to figure out how to be someone who's in the suit and also be a father and also be like a husband, be, you know, the principal at the high school. You know, how is he able to balance this properly, and how is he able to effect change on a academic level, on a moral level at school, and affect change on a criminal justice level out there in them streets. And it's cool to see this grassroots saving the community kind of vibe that we get. You know, the world isn't at stake. It's not the universe is about to crumble. You know, the Watchers aren't coming, or you know, is not Thanos, it's not Darkseid, it's not Galactics, it's not none of those guys. It's just a dude that loves his family, loves his hood, loves his city, and he just wants it to be safer because he sees the danger that these kids are in that he works with every day, and just trying to figure out how to make it better before he leaves. You know what I'm saying? So how does this hero make it better? Well, he makes it better by beating up people. And the only way you can beat people up is with his powers. And we also got a nice little article describing some of the things that we'll see. You know, we know he has the hand-to-hand combat. We've seen that. And we know that he has powers, you know, by electricity. But they also said that they'll see, or will see, some limited flight from Black Lightning. Now, if you know from the comics, he does have limited flight. He can kind of like use his powers to, you know, kind of like sustain flight, if you will, for a short period of time. And it'll be cool to see how they play that off. Like, are they going to do wire work? Like, how are they going to play that off? I mean, they're already doing it in Supergirl, so I'm pretty sure they got flying on lock. Because sometimes, you know, Supergirl stuff is wire work, sometimes it's CGI. We'll see how that plays out. But it's interesting to see how they're already looking ahead to how to improve his powers, which also leads me to believe that that suit is going to, well, that suit has got to change. And before we move on, let me remind you that you can find me at Black Hollywood Live. That's right, the first online network for African Americans. It's extremely dope and so fun to check them out at blackhollywoodlive.com. That's right, they got celebrity interviews, after shows, sports talk, geek, nerd, tech, the whole shebang-a-bang. And you can check out their live streams daily at youtube.com/blackhollywoodlive. So, like many people, when we looked at the fall lineup for CW and DC's lineup, we were like, hey, where's Black Lightning at? Because y'all told us we was getting Black Lightning. Well, it's still coming. It's going to be airing mid-season, which means that we'll probably get Black Lightning around January-ish, February-ish, something like that. So we'll be getting like a mid-season premiere, which will be cool. We have to wait a little bit longer, but at least we will be getting it. So I guess I'll leave you guys on what made me most excited about this, which is Salim Akil talking about his introduction to the character of Black Lightning, which was, you know, he said when he's 13, Black Lightning was created, and he finally found someone that he could relate to, someone who cared about the place that he came from, especially growing up how he did in an area that, you know, wasn't the greatest for a kid to grow up in. And he wants the feeling that Black Lightning and reading Black Lightning and characters like that gave to him, he wants to give that feeling to people of color, and most especially Black people, with this show. With, you know, just a well-rounded view of character, of heroism, of family, of culture, and that's what makes me most hype about this. You know, this is in the hands of someone who's very invested, who's very excited about it, and I can't be any happier for it. So guys, holla at me, I'm gonna holla at you down in the comments. Let me know what you think of all of this news for Black Lightning. Is it still like, man, this is way too far off, I can't even think about it right now? Or are you like, yo, I feel a little better about the show? Because for me, I'm more excited. I'm happier. I feel more at ease because we got the trailer, and it seems like we really didn't get too much after that. But I figured, yeah, they were waiting for SDCC. So, guys, of course, that's pretty much all I can find right now, or all I've heard come from SDCC right now. If you have some more news, holla at me down in the comments. Let me know about the new stuff. All the links of what I've talked about is down below. So check out those articles, read, have a good time, and I'll see you guys later. And before I see you, don't forget to hit up thatnerdsoul.com. That's right, check me out. All my videos are there, from the oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all of that. Then hit up shop.thatnerdsoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt, player. And don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. That's right, there's no better way that I can tell people that you like what you are watching. And of course, before I bounce, I gotta say, LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please, be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And check it. Someone need to get shot. Somebody just need to get shot. That's how Black Lightning works. Peace.